Bonjour mes amis et bienvenue à Ray's Duolingo Adventures, learning French. So for this video we're going to look at family to and restaurant. So you can see I've already completed them, but I'll just go through them just so you see what you'll learn in each of these lessons. So let's have a look at the tips on family to. Here we are. So one of the features of this is talking about adjectives. So if you're talking about a plural noun, add s to the adjective to. So the example here, la femme est contente.
La femme est contente.
The woman is happy, but the women are happy as les femmes sont contentes. Because it's French, you don't really pronounce the s's. So that's just something to take note of when you're writing. There's a small number of adjectives that will change their pronunciation if they're describing masculine or feminine, but we'll come across them as we go through the course. Right, so j'aime mes parents. In English we say my brother and my brothers, but in French, if you have more than one brother, words like my and your change. So this is possessive
Mon frère.
pronouns. So they change according to whatever the words that follows it. So so if the noun in front of it is masculine and it's mon, so the example there is mon frère, my brother. I think must have come across this in a previous lesson. Sorry, it's been a wee while since I've done a French video, so I'm just catching myself up with the grammar notes. So if the following noun is feminine, it's ta, or so be mon frère,
Mon frère.
ton frère, son frère, etc. If it's feminine, then it's ma sœur, ta sœur, sa sœur, etc. And there's
Sa voiture. Sa voiture.
So sa is his or
Sa
her.
voiture.
And because voiture is feminine. But if it's plural, then it's just always mes. Mes frères, mes sœurs, ses voitures.
Ses voitures.
Example here. Le garçon et ses parents, the boy and his parents, who are obviously pissed off that he's eaten a cookie with a frightened face. So introductions. So can you introduce us? Then use c'est for one person and ce sont. So like this is and this ce sont, these are for more than one person. So c'est ma mère, this is my mother, and ce sont mes parents, these are my parents. So as well as families and another lesson in possessive pronouns. So let's practice. No, I won't put timer on because don't want to put pressure on myself, and obviously I want to talk you through some of these things. So the happy men is les gens contents.
Elles sont intelligentes.
Elles
sont
intelligentes.
Intelligentes.
Because it's they feminine, so it needs the es at the end rather than s. That would be if it was a group of boys or a mixed group.
Ces filles sont intelligentes.
That's his or her daughters. Oops, I haven't spelled daughters right. D-A-U-G-H-T. Daughters are intelligent. Or her daughters.
Elles sont anglaises. Elles sont anglaises.
They are English.
Ses parents sont amusants.
Her are funny. Oops. His parents are funny. Because yeah, the possessive pronoun, you'd have to sort of look at context and to determine if it's his or her.
Ma mère est contente.
Ma
Ma
mère
mère
est
est
contente.
contente.
So because that's a feminine noun, it has to end with the E. Mes sœurs sont amusantes. I have to have the ES at the end because it's feminine plural. My sisters are funny.
Ma mère est amusante.
Ma
Ma mère
est
est
amusante.
amusante.
My mother is funny. Sorry, I just needed a refresh. Les femmes, so that's feminine plural, so it would be anglaises.
Marie est contente. Marie est contente.
Maria is happy. Mes frères sont, so just be an S at the end, because it's masculine plural.
Ils sont contents.
Ils sont contents.
Ils sont
contents.
contents.
So it's just an S at the end because it's masculine plural.
Mon frère est content.
Mon frère est content.
Mon père est content.
And now my père's content.
Ma mère est contente.
Oh, seems like the whole family's content. Ma mère est
Elles sont anglaises.
Elles sont anglaises.
Ma mère est amusante.
Ma mère est amusante.
Ma sœur est amusante.
Ma sœur. Now when you, because the OE in sœur is a strange letter that doesn't really occur much in French, but it's this one. It's sort of like O and E mashed together, but it wouldn't mark you wrong if you just put OE at the OE there. But anyway, ma sœur. After all that explain, I forgot what she said.
Ma sœur est amusante.
Amusante. Her daughters are intelligent. Ses filles sont intelligentes. No, E-N-T. E-S at the end because it's feminine plural. And last one, they are funny. You could say il or elle. Just make sure that the adjective agrees. So, ils sont amusants. And there's the other example. Sorry, I very quickly ran through it, but the other example there was elles sont amusants. Yes, right, no, I don't want to sign up to Duolingo Plus. Just want to get on with the next lessons in this. So if we could P off and let me get back to where I was. So next one is restaurant. So let's have a look at the tips for restaurant. About £6 odd an hour. Right. So, tu prends un thé. We've seen that je prends un taxi means I'm taking a taxi.
Je prends un taxi.
Prendre
Prendre.
also has other meanings. Tu prends un thé. Are you having a tea? Je prends un café.
Non. Je prends un café.
So you'd use prendre to take, but you'd also mean say if you're having food, like if you're having a tea or having a coffee. They say prendre rather than avoir, whereas avoir means you actually own a cup of tea, whereas if you're just sort of having a cup of tea to drink, then you'd use prendre. Je voudrais un verre d'eau. That's I would like a glass of water. Now this here, voudrais, that's the something called the conditional tense of the verb vouloir, but that's for much later on. That's but I just thought I'd point out because that's like a little introduction to it. But don't worry about that till later on in the course. Anyway, do. Remember, if a noun begins with a vowel, you use d apostrophe instead of de. Makes the world run a little. The words run a little smoother. So, une bouteille d'eau.
Une bouteille d'eau.
Un fromage d'Italie, a cheese from Italy. Example: 4 verres d'eau, 4 glasses of water. So, ordering in a restaurant. Are you ready to go to a French restaurant? Remember to be polite, of course. Une table pour 2 personnes, s'il vous plaît. Table for 2, please. What would you like to use voudrais instead of the? The sounds a bit more, I want. Voudrais sounds it's more like I would like. It's more polite. Je voudrais 2 cafés. I would like 2 coffees. And that's all we're learning from this one. So let's practice. And I'll practice without a timer, so I'm not rushing you through it. So where are the restaurants, please? Où sont les toilettes, s'il vous plaît? Those other two just really don't make sense at all.
Un thé.
Un
thé.
A tea.
Les toilettes pour hommes.
Les toilettes pour hommes. The men's restroom. The gents, if you're that way inclined.
Le vin.
Le vin.
Le vin.
Wine.
Je voudrais un verre de vin.
I would like a glass of wine.
Les toilettes pour femmes.
Les
toilettes pour femmes.
The ladies' room or the powder room if you're that way inclined.
Je voudrais un jus d'orange.
I would like an orange juice.
Le thé.
Le thé.
Le thé.
Tea.
Tu veux un verre d'eau?
Do you want a glass of water?
Les restaurants.
Les restaurants.
Restaurants.
The restaurants.
Un verre d'eau.
A glass of water. La serveuse est française. So you have to look at the definite article and the noun adjective and the adjective agreement there to know that it's serveuse and not serveur.
La serveuse est américaine.
The waitress is American. And here's the opposite. It's le and français. A serveur, masculine.
Elle prend un sandwich.
So she is having a sandwich.
Le vin.
Le vin, the wine. Oops. No, just marked me right, but yeah, don't put the E on the end. That was just a
Il prend un café.
He is having a coffee.
Le thé.
Le thé. The waiter is American. Le serveur est américain. I know before you could also say garçon for waiter, which also is a boy. No, it doesn't do that. I don't know if that's still used in French anymore, but he is having a coffee. Il prend un café. And there we have it. So all for this section. So next video we'll go into the next line, which is past, I think it's past checkpoint 1. Oops. So yeah, we'll look at city and travel to. So that's it for just now. So we'll say merci beaucoup et à bientôt. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.